Daylight come and we want go home. Day is a day, oh. Daylight come and we want go home. Hello, my name is Michael Smith, and this is my life. And I don't know. You ever get in one of those kind of periods of your life where it just feels like you're like in Groundhog Day, or you just can't get ahead, or you just, for lack of a better term, you're stuck in a rut. You know, um, I used to have this great little schedule, and everything was nice and neat and in its place. And I think it's summer, and I have a new baby, and everything else, and everything just got knocked out of whack, and it's trying to find that new normal. And I've also been working. I had been working a lot of extra overtime at work, so it's like I was at work the other day, and that song came in my head. Day-o, daylight come and we won't go home. And you want to get back to home, right? Yeah, yesterday I went to work, and I didn't work any overtime yesterday, but I went in, and it was kind of nice because I got to spend some time down here praying, reflecting, and then I went to work, and I was like, okay, I knew there was going to be stuff that still needed to be wrapped up from the extra work that we needed to do, and so I was working on that, and it was some really dirty, nasty, hot, sweaty stuff. We got through it, and I came home, and one of the things that me and my wife are doing was we're trying to turn the air conditioning on as little as possible, because there's some things that we want to do for our family. There's some things we want to do for our kids. And so we're sacrificing by not turning on the air conditioner when we would normally have it on, to save the money. And also for me, I'm going along with it, just because I'm using it also as a penance. Because I've realized, how blessed I am, and how good I have it, and I just feel kind of ashamed of how long I've taken for granted my wonderful life. It's kind of like the movie It's a Wonderful Life. Harry doesn't realize how great of a life he has until he sees what life would be without him, and then he realizes no kids, no wife, and everything. And I guess leading up to this week or whatever, I kind of realized that, and it's like, okay, you know what, I should maybe make myself a little uncomfortable to try to make good for the millions of wrongs I've done in my life. It's funny because I go to Sunday school and I teach my kids at Sunday school, not my kids personally, but the kids left in my care. I teach them, this is what Jesus Christ taught, and this is, what you should do, and this is what, we're Catholic, so, this is what our Catholic Church teaches, and this is why we should follow that. And they're all like, well, yeah, dude, one day later down the road, maybe I'll get in with that, but, they just don't see the point in it. And, the point of life is to be the best you can possibly be. Why waste? I don't really like the term wasting time, but we don't really have a lot of time here on this earth, but we're given time, we're given talent, many of us are given treasure, whether and a lot of times we don't even recognize it. We're like, well, I'm not rich. Myself, if you were to examine my finances, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not rich at all. Uh, but then you compare me with, somebody from, India. I'm loaded. Uh, the possessions I have, the money I have in the bank, it's just, it's a lot. And, yeah. So, I don't know. But yesterday I was at work and it was a very uncomfortable day, and I came home and the air conditioning wasn't on, and I made the mistake of driving home in the car with the air conditioning on. So then you get out of the nice cool up car, and then you go in the house and the air conditioning's not on. You're like, ugh. Yeah, wow. And I don't know. We're getting ready. Me and my wife have recently come to the conclusion we've done a realigning of our lives and our priorities, and we realize just how much stuff we have around the house and how much excess we have in our lives, and it's just sitting there wasting space and time. And so we're having a huge garage sale this weekend, and so my wife's prepping for that. And it's there's just a lot of things pushing things out of the norm. I've got way too many guitars, so I'm actually I don't have the time to get them all cleaned up. There was a period in my life where I was collecting guitars, and I was kind of punk rock or whatever, and I would take fingernail polish and I would splatter it there and try to make some artistic statement on my guitar with stickers and fingernail polish and what have you. And so like the ones that just have stickers on them, those aren't hard at all. But the ones with fingernail polish, the fingernail polish has been on there for a long time. You can get it off and you can clean it up, but it takes time, and I'm not going to be able to get them all cleaned up. But I'm going to start getting rid of guitars. And my wife doesn't understand it. Guitars. It's like if you could buy a cheap guitar. You have to hold on to that. And if you sell it after like 5, maybe 10 years, you're gonna maybe get half to 3/4 of its value, depending on how well you took care of it. Now, if you can wait even longer, 20, 30, 40 years out, and then sell it, well, then it's vintage, and it goes up in value. But unfortunately, with guitars, they're mass produced, like a lot of the things in our world right now. So they don't really hold a lot of value, and they're like baseball cards. You have a baseball card, not worth anything, but you wait a really long time, and all the others get destroyed, or a lot of the others get destroyed and put in bicycle spokes and the like. And then people start to reminisce and be like, that guy was great, and I'm going to spend $15,000 on his baseball card that's in mint condition. Yeah, whatever. But I really, and I want to open up my studio and not have so much stuff, because really I begin to realize I have like 1 or 2 basses that I always go to, and then I have 1 or 2 guitars that are my go-to guitars. And it's going to leave my guitar racks empty, but I'm also wanting to start building them. I've built a couple, and I figure the first couple are going to be kind of like not really great, and they're not. But I'm learning a lot, and it's a lot of fun. I'm hoping that maybe I can refill my rack with guitars that I build, and then get rid of them, and then make some more and get rid of them. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. But yeah, so a lot of letting go is going to happen this weekend. I took all my CDs, or nearly all my CDs, and I'm putting them on the garage sale, and I sell them for like dirt cheap. I went through my music and realized how much crap music I have that isn't good to have. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not telling you what to do, but take a look at what you have. Take a look around. And for me, when I look around and I was like, oh, I haven't touched that in like over a year. Maybe it's time to get rid of it and let somebody else get some use out of it. I don't know. So, I guess the whole point of this is like, don't weigh yourself down, because there's, in your day-to-day life, there's so much going on. You know, why weigh yourself down with a bunch of stuff that really, is just stuff and whatever. I don't know. They turn into idols, and then you're like, oh, I gotta have a house to hold all this stuff, and then I gotta get a storage place to hold all the stuff that I don't ever use. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.